Guys, welcome back to Beast or Cringe, and the next strategy involves synthesis maps. This strat involves no scarabs, no Atlas passive tree, except 5 points. Nothing else works. We're just gonna run synth maps and then the Maven invitation for those synth maps. That's it. And we're gonna do that 20 times. So 20 rotas is 80 maps plus 20 invitations. That's 100 things, as Elon would say. And the only thing that works here on the tree is synthesis monster pack size. So these 4 points will give you 20% synth pack size. And that's it. Nothing else works. I have bought these maps for 4C each, and I tried to get max roll synth modifier. Not that it really matters. I'm not going to full clear them. I'm just gonna rush to the boss, kill the boss 4 times, do the invitation, track the loot, track the gold. I'll dump my gold. And that's the strat. Very simple. These maps roll from 3 to 5 random modifiers and 2 to 4. You can buy them for 3C each even, but maybe they'll go up a bit after this. Who knows? Maybe not. I paid 4C for each. So very cheap strat. No investment. Can't put anything on the map device. That's it. Just turn on Maven Witness and go. Invitations. I am going to roll them to like 65 or higher and then vol them. I've tried to roll 70 plus, but it takes a bit too long. It's kind of annoying rolling it one by one like here. So we're just gonna go like 65 plus. We got 80. We vol it. And we go. I didn't read what it does. Hopefully it's doable. Okay, so what does it do? Turbo, Ink AoE. Ow. Fizz is extra cold. Okay. 5 splinters, Awaken Brutality, some synth items, and an Elder map. Okay. Yes. Awaken Brutality is 80C. So even at 80 quant, we only got 5 splinters. So 70 does not guarantee 6 splinters. So that's good to learn. And then we got 2 random synth items. Okay. 4 proliferation chisels. Hello. Ding ding. That's like 20C each. That's 80C. That pays for 20 maps. This might be a full clear, actually. Okay, so sometimes some of these maps will have this GCP chisel bubble seed, where like a lot of the mobs just drop these currencies. That specifically might be worth full clearing, because these are chisel are like half a C, GCPs are like a C-ish. This is probably worth doing like the full lap at least. Maybe not find every last monster, but it's probably worth. Lots of gumball. Six splinters. Even with 110 quant, it's 6 splinters. Okay. Then we just go 60 plus. We got Awaken Fire Damage, Orb of Conflict, and the Currency Chisel. Okay. Pen and Flat Lightning Bow. Stuff. How much is a Conflict Orb? 40C. Alright. Glorious Tentacle. Nice! 4 pack size chisels. That's another like 60C. Wait, we got a Ting! What is that? It's a Divine from a barrel! That's my first Divine this league. Guys, we got a Divine. I mean, I got a bunch of Divines from King's March. I got one from the tree, but this is our first raw div drop on the ground. I mean, I barely played on this guy. 246k on this character. But there it is. Relatable streamer finds his first Divine. End of week 1, early week 2. Guys, we found our first good synth item. It's a T1 crit multi synth implicit on a kinetic wand. It doesn't matter what wand, except it's not minion one. The lowest one is 47 div, but it's a crafted item. So I don't know what this base is, but it's at least 10 div, 20 div, maybe? I don't know. I'll list it and then we'll see. Good call. Someone from chat called it out. I actually saw it, I hovered it, and I left it on the ground because I'm like, there's no way that's worth anything. Apparently it is. Very good. I'll list it. Thank you, Greppy. Good call. We'll see if it sells. Oh my god, okay. Awakened Lightning Pen. Okay, that was a pretty good one. Okay, Chaos Damage 1, I don't think that's good, but yeah. We got Cortex, we got a Lightning Pen, 50C, and our usual Splinters, and a Conflict. That was nice. Alright, that's the last one. Damn, that was really fast. Orb of Conflict. Okay, that's it. We did the thing. 20 sets done. Now, let's see what we got. Well, we didn't get this, of course. This was only for separating the sets. So I'll put this away. This is what we got. This, and this. 10 Maven sets. All right, let's see how much that is. What is that ring? Oh my god, what an insane Venter, but it's reduced rarity, so it's dog shit. Max Life, Gigares, 12 RME, but reduced rarity. No. Oh my god, that's almost such a good ring. It was so close to greatness. That would be insane for PoE 2, negative rarity farming. Yeah. Okay, I sorted some stuff. Here is the rings, they're all bad. Here is some cortexes and special maps, some fossils, some blueprints, some contracts, the 3 gems we found, and 11 or 10.7 Maven sets. Some scarabs, nothing crazy. So let's price them. I've already written down some of the low value stuff here. So we're, skipping straight into the pricing, straight into Windows calculator. We got some Shaper maps, some Elder maps, some Conqueror, some Deception contracts, some blueprints. And we got 25 cortexes out of 80 Synth-maps and 20 invitations. So pretty cool. That's 27C each right now, so that's 675 chaos. Let's take out our investment. I paid 4C per map, so 16C per set, and then let's say 1C to roll the invitation, so 17C. I ran 20 sets, so that's 340C. The whole thing cost me 340C to run. Now, this is async trade. It does cost like 9k gold to buy one of these synth maps. So it's actually like 40k gold almost per set if you're buying them on async trade. However, you can buy them in bulk. It's a bit more currency if you buy them in bulk, but then you don't spend gold. Or you can buy them on non-async trade. Sometimes you can find bulk there. Or you go to TFT to buy bulk, then you overpay. I've seen prices from 25 to 40, even 50C per set. But yeah, that was the pricing. I paid 4C each map, so that's how much I spent. So we're at 400C profits right now, and then we're gonna add this tab and this tab and the Mavens. So let's do that right now. How much did we make? Refresh. There is 19 divines in there. Excuse me. 5 div of Maven, 2.4 div of Conflict, 1 div of GCP, 1 div of Chisel, 1.2 Scarab Chisel, Proliferation, 1 raw div, the 3 gems. Okay, that's pretty good. 19 div at current prices. Always check at the time. Currently divs are 126. So we'll count with the 126. 19 times 126 is 2,394 chaos. So we made a total of 2,809 chaos. Pretty good. And this is all instantly liquidatable stuff. What's the breakdown? We got 5 div. Let's look at it again. So this is 5 div of our total, like 22 div, 3 div. So like a quarter of your profit comes from just the Maven Splinters, which is guaranteed profit. This is like always going to be this much, no matter what. We'll break it down by set because it's 4 maps and then the invitation is a set. So we ran 20 sets. So we made 2,800 chaos per 20 sets. So it's 140 C profit per set. How long did it take to run? It was actually pretty fast. It's 4 minutes per set if you're like speedrunning it, but sometimes you get a nice one where it drops a lot of chisels and you know you get the quality roll. So you get a bunch of chisels and GCPs and bubbles. So those you run. So let's say 5 minutes per set, 126. So we made 22 divs, almost same as the Essence strat. Wait, it's gonna be the exact same numbers. Over 1.66 hours is 13 div per hour. A little better than the Essence actually. 13.4 div per hour at my pace. If you go a little slower, of course, this number goes down, but the per set number is really what matters. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So times 1.66. So 22 div over 20 sets is 1.1 div profit per set. Nice. We also got a whole bunch of dumbass rings, which were all bad, but you could roll into a +1 charge one, and then that's many divs. I didn't, so I'm just gonna dust all of these. They are not particularly good dust. These are basically worthless. I'm just gonna dust them. It's just gonna turn into a bunch of dust. I, however, also found a Synth 1 base, which is currently listed for 20 div. It might sell, it might not, maybe 15 div, maybe 10 div, maybe 5 div. It will sell for a couple of div because crit multi is good and kinetic is a good 1 base, it's good attack speed. So this is extra. I did not count this. This is like a solid raw currency strat, which has the chance of dropping some rare synth bases. Now, in 20 sets, we didn't get anything insane. This is apparently pretty good. Maybe we'll see if it sells. But, you know, you could get power charge rings, you could get explode weapons, you could get any other like random fracture or a good synth base. I just put in a bunch of 5C shit that we found here. Nothing sold yet. But yeah, it's a pretty solid strat. Gold is 500k gold. Now, I'm not full clearing these maps. I only full clear like 1 in 10 or something whenever I get the good, you know, quality currency one. So we got 500k gold over 20 sets, which is 26k gold per set. So that's 4 maps plus the invitation. Let's say it's only the 4 maps. Invitation doesn't really drop a lot of gold. So I got 6.6k gold per map, not full clearing. So even if you're buying it, you're almost sustaining your gold if you're buying it on async trade, but you are losing some gold if you're buying every single one for async trade gold. It's like 9k, 10k per map. So that's the gold. Strat is pretty chill. It doesn't rely on having a good tree. Doesn't need a particularly strong character. You can always run the invitations white. The bosses are pretty easy. If you don't troll them, then you'll get 1 or 2 less splinters per. There's 22 points or 24 points that you need for your tree to path up here. If you go up just straight beeline to these points for the pack size if you want. Otherwise, don't worry about it. The tree is like completely useless for the strat. This was kind of nice. Doesn't need a tree, doesn't need any scarabs. If you just have the maps lying around, just pop them in, run them in a rota. Going out of your way to like buy a whole bunch of them, this might not be worth it, especially if you want to buy async trade. You spend a lot of gold doing that. But if you find a nice box seller or you have the maps lying around, it's probably worth running them. It's pretty chill. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye. Look at all that dust. Rog has 23 hours to dust these. Good luck, Rog and Disenchanters.